Welcome to Wind Chime Storytime.
I'm David.
And I'm Reese.
Today we are reading the author's submission, Lady P's First Day by Robert F. DeFinis.
Let's meet Lady P as she prepares for her most important day, the first day of school. Lady P could hardly sleep a wink. She tried counting sheep, unicorns, and hippopotamuses, but nothing worked. She was so excited and slightly nervous about her first day of school. You see, Lady P was starting kindergarten the very next day, and kindergarten is kind of a big deal. She had heard all the fun stories about kindergarten from her older brother, Robbie, like meeting your first teacher, learning how to write numbers and letters, making special new friends, playing and singing songs, and even getting a little messy with finger paints. Gosh, kindergarten sounded amazing, thought Lady P. As the bright sun appeared early the next morning, Lady P watched her brother frantically prepare for his own first day return to school.
"Where's my book bag? Is breakfast ready?"
shouted Robbie. You could say that summer was officially over, and it was back to morning chaos. Robbie and Lady P were finally all packed and ready to head out the door to catch the bus to school. Lady P had seen her brother get on the bus hundreds of times, but now she would finally be joining him. Just as Lady P opened the door, breaking news blasted from the TV. School is canceled. Robbie and Lady P dropped their school bags and made their way quickly to the TV. This just in. School is hereby closed. There is a very serious virus spreading within the community that could make people sick. School will now be held virtually until further notice, reported newswoman Cindy Gordon. Virtually? What does that mean? Wondered Lady P. Will I not get to meet my new teacher and make new friends and learn new things and sing new songs? Lady P asked her brother. After a very confusing and disappointing day, Lady P still had many questions for her father as she prepared for bedtime. What is virtual learning? When will it start? Does this mean I will never get to go to school? Lady P's father told her not to worry.
School is more than a building, teachers, and classmates. School is about learning. Believe it or not, Lady P, you have been going to school since you were a baby, and your classroom has changed with each learning adventure.
He went on to remind her,
Do you remember yesterday when we were at the market and you asked where coffee comes from? We researched the answer together using the computer and internet at home. Our learning started in the market and ended on the computer at home. Sometimes learning starts in one place and ends in another. Learning happens everywhere, and virtual learning is just another way to learn new things and have fun.
After talking to her father, Lady P felt much better with the idea that school would look a little different this year. A few days of no school had soon passed before there was a loud knock at the door. It was a delivery person with a package. Lady P enjoyed getting new packages. Of course, it was too early for her birthday, so she was almost certain it wasn't for her. Lady P's father accepted the package and began to open it. He pulled out 2 laptop computers, 2 headsets, and a letter. The letter said, Here are your supplies and instructions for virtual learning. Classes start on Monday. Sincerely, Mrs. Appleton, Principal, Oak Park Elementary School. Monday soon arrived. Lady P and Robbie were ready to start their virtual learning journey. After many days of asking questions and learning how to use the new equipment, it was finally time to get started. Both were plugged in, logged on, and entering their virtual classroom. Hello, Lady P. Welcome to kindergarten, said Mrs. Sweeney, her new teacher. Lady P was so happy. Finally, although differently than imagined, she was meeting her teacher and classmates for the very first time, virtually. The giggles, questions, singing, and stories could be heard all throughout the house during the first week. Lady P was virtually learning and loving every minute of it. She could see her new friends on the screen, still finger paint her numbers while seated at the kitchen table, and watch the video lessons her teacher sent. She even enjoyed going outside and playing in the yard when they took breaks. Several weeks into the school year, Lady P's parents began to arrange playdates with her new kindergarten friends. Always mindful of wearing a mask, keeping socially distant, and washing hands after. The virus was still a concern, but it didn't stop her from being a good student and even better friend. Lady P was learning and having fun, just like her father said she would. The days and weeks began to pass very fast. Fall became winter, and every day was really a snow day when you're virtually learning. Lady P loved the snow and even showed her classmates the giant snowman she built through her webcam. His name was Ralph, and everyone loved his pink hat. As the winter weather began to give way to warmer and colorful spring days, Lady P and Robbie started to take their laptops and learning materials into the yard. Who said you can't virtually learn in nature? The birds chirped, the butterflies swooshed by their heads, and the grass tickled their toes while they each spent time learning about important things with their online classmates. It wasn't too long after that when their father called them into the house to share the good news.
I just received a phone call from your principal. School will be opening back up next week,
said their father. Lady P and Robbie couldn't believe it. Finally, the virus was under control. At least it was safe enough to return and finish the year. While Lady P couldn't wait to finally be inside her very own classroom, at her very own desk, with all of her new friends that she had already made, she still tossed and turned in her bed, with worry and anticipation of a second chance at a true first day of kindergarten. Now if only counting hippopotamus really worked. Lady P and Robbie made their way to the bus stop in the morning. As they waited, more and more children came. Smiling, laughing, nervous chatter filled the air. Lady P's earlier worries from the night before soon disappeared because she recalled what her father had previously said.
Sometimes learning starts in one place and ends in another.
He was right. The children of Oak Park Elementary School started in virtual learning, and now were headed back to school. After a short bus ride, Lady P and her classmates made their way into Oak Park Elementary School. They entered their classroom for the first time of the school year with courage, confidence, and excitement. This year didn't start out the way they had hoped, but it sure was ending way better than they anticipated. Thank goodness, because kindergarten is kind of a big deal. Thanks for listening to Wind Chime Storytime.
Have a pleasant day.
And the next adventure's on the way. Bye!